Will you marry me?
No.
Get over here! You know what room it is? What is it? Yo, what's good? What's good? What up with you, Brighton? What's up, ghetto hippie? Unrealistic? Man, last night stream, bro. I don't know. I was on for a little bit during trying to wait till the Laker game went off and shit. But as soon as the game went off, it seemed like the people that was in here ended up leaving. How the fuck is this shit still warm? You on the 8 Mile bus cruising the D? Better be careful out there, bro. I heard it's pretty dangerous. Steve Taylor, you say you got a notification or you got notified about breaking news. Well, this is the backup news channel. So that's what I meant by breaking news. No breaking news about, like, you know, some predator. Actually, there is some news about a predator. One, I got another conviction. I just realized that this morning. I went ahead and looked up one of the predators. I was like, we were supposed to went to court for him, but then they pushed the court date back. Let me see what happened since then. So they ended up giving him another court date that I didn't have to appear at. And come to find out, he took a deal. Took a deal to get convicted and have to register as a sex offender. So kudos to that. What's up with you, Richard? How you doing, brother? My day is going okay. I'm gonna try to. I was supposed to break this news story last night, but for some reason, the Laker game kind of fucked it up a little bit. You know I was watching the game, trying to be on here at the same time, and it just wasn't working out, bro. So I'm gonna try to do the stories that I had last night right now. So some of the shit y'all probably already done heard about. Talked about it to your homies and shit and co-workers. What's up, Dominique? What's up, Andrew? Rickster? Sad? How y'all doing? What's up with you, Tim? So, yeah, I'm going to try to get through some of those stories right now so I don't keep y'all here too long. Or keep myself here too long. Because my brother is on his way over here. Actually, let me see what the fuck this nigga at. Because he definitely be on nigga time. Like, literally be on that time, bro. Just got home from work. That's what's up, bro. You got the day done and over with, man. Dog Star. What's happening? What up with you, Rita? So I want to tackle some of these stories, man. And bring and talk a little bit about some of this shit. Of course, we're gonna talk about, Diddy the Diddler, because his mama done finally came out and started talking. How about those Lakers, Cliff? Man, look, the Lakers last night was on their normal behavior. I mean, I know it's preseason. But good Lord, come on, y'all. Y'all got to get it together. You got to get it together. Preseason where you get it together at. And it seems as if they are still not close to getting it together, bro. They just on some weird shit. I don't know, man. And I'm just hoping that them motherfuckers don't play the regular season just how they always do during goddamn preseason. It's whatever, Dre. You know what I'm saying? It was whatever. I mean, Bronny didn't score shit. It's gonna be a lot of those games where he don't score none at all. Hold on, I need to translate some. Okay. Well, it looks like a predator that I had. He was the third predator that I had got locked up. The third one that I had got locked up ever since I had started catching. And he is back around, y'all. He done found me on Facebook. And he still knows I'm a minor. And he's still trying to meet up, bro. Obviously, this motherfucker didn't learn his lesson. What's up, Solomon? He definitely didn't learn his lesson, man. But anyways, let me go ahead and jump into some of these stories that I want to talk about before my brother shows up and I can't get through them all. But here is one that I started with last night. We got some old dumbass kids. I love the kids. Y'all know I save the kids. But I always say some kids just don't deserve to be saved because they are out here being dumb as fuck. Like, seriously being dumb as fuck, bro. And these kids in this video, well, fuck it. Let's just watch it, bro, because it's disturbing. If these are my kids, guarantee you, I don't give a fuck if CPS is watching, I will beat the dog shit out of my kids if they was doing some shit like this. Watch out, nigga. You know you fucked up. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, you sucked her in the face. Tap in on that. Hey, throw a trash can at him. Y'all niggas sneaky. Bro need to give up. Sneaky. Right there. My bad. Yeah, I was muted. Look at Miss Piggy. That's what I was saying. Look at Miss Piggy right there. She just sitting up there recording Edgar. You can see it. It's on record because it's red right there, and she's got him in the frame. And this is what I don't understand about people. Why would you record doing dumb shit? What the hell do these kids today be thinking? Like, I really just don't get it. He should have did that, Dark Star. You know what I'm saying? Besides grabbing that damn mop handle, he was beating the dog shit out of him with that mop handle, though. You know what I mean? Like, But this is retarded. Miss Piggy just sitting up there like, yeah, go. We're going to post this on Instagram. We're going to show all our friends until we get locked up. But again, these kids, you can hear it was a goddamn, what they call them thing when they be out there turning in circles and shit in their cars. A car takeover. You can hear that shit going on in the background. You hear all this shit going on in the background, bro. Exactly, Santiago. And I'm literally waiting on one of those times to happen. And I'm going to be sitting in the background like, you fucked around and found out from the wrong 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying? Because that seems like it's the only kind of store that they all is going to. They all hitting 7-Elevens. I ain't seen no AM PM get hit. I ain't seen no mom and pop liquor stores getting hit. It's always 7-Elevens for some goddamn reason. I'm right there with you, Cliff. Well, not my daddy, because I don't know who the fuck he is. But my mama, my grandma, my granddad, my uncles, bro, they would have took turns just beating the dog shit out of me. Like I said, I would have done to my own kids if they would have been doing some shit like that, bro. I just don't understand the point of doing that. Besides, like, oh, when I get to school on Monday, I'm gonna show this video, and they're gonna be like, hey man, you're cool. You was out there just being stupid. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. And that ain't the only damn thing that these dumb kids are doing, bro. I saw another video. This is out of New York, right? Is this New York? I'm going to assume New York because it came from a New York news station. But now, a 12 and a 13-year-old boys done beat up a goddamn former governor of New York. 12 and 13 years old. What's up with you, David? 12 and 13. How you even out there trying to fight somebody? Besides reading a book and figuring out what grade level you're at. Just trying to figure this out. Yeah, you're right, JM. They would have possibly ended up prosecuting the goddamn worker. They might even prosecute him for battery for beating him with a goddamn stick inside the stove. I'm with you, Trey. Just the thought of ass whoopings kept me out of jail or from doing dumb shit. Because I was all like, man, I know my people's going to find out, bruh. Hell no. Hell no. Yeah, the world has gone absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, David. Like big time crazy. Because check out these little motherfuckers. Check these motherfuckers out.
Now on the assault on former New York Governor David Paterson and his stepson. The NYPD says 2 boys ages 12 and 13 have been arrested and charged with gang assault. They're accused of attack. Ages 12 and 13 have been arrested. Stepson. The NYPD says 2 boys ages 12 and 13 have been arrested and charged with gang assault. They're accused of attacking Paterson and his 20-year-old stepson, Anthony Sliwa, the son of former mayoral candidate and the founder of the Guardian Angels, Curtis Sliwa. It happened Friday night on the Upper East Side. At least 2 suspects still have not been caught. A spokesperson for the former governor released a statement saying, in part, Governor Paterson and his family are glad to see the suspects turn themselves in. We hope the young people involved learn something from this unfortunate encounter.
Well, for one, did they knock his eye sideways or something? But let me leave that alone. How the fuck you got a 20-year-old son with you? You have a 20-year-old son with you, governor or ex-governor, and both y'all get y'all ass beat by a 12 and a 13-year-old? Now, at first, when the lady, that's why I rewinded it when, when she said 12 and 13-year-old boys, I thought she said bullies. I thought she was calling them bullies and shit. I'm like, how the fuck outside of school y'all calling these little dudes bullies? But 12 and 13-year-olds beat up an ex-governor and his 20-year-old son. Nigga, your son got to be a punk. Ain't never had a fight in his life. Don't know nothing about self-defense. If you touch me first, I'm going to whip your ass. He don't know nothing about none of that. What up, New York? He don't know nothing about none of that shit. How do you get beat up by a 12 and a 13-year-old? And then they say they turned themselves in. So, I mean, did they turn themselves in or did the parents turn them in? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happened on one of those 7-Eleven situations like what we just watched. The parents and the two parents ended up turning in their own kids. They saw them in the video. It's like, hey, man, what the fuck is this about? I see you in this motherfucking video, Edgar, and I'm finna take your ass to jail. And that's what they did. That is exactly what they did. And kudos to those parents. You know what I'm saying? Versus now, no black parents done turned in their kids. No black parents done turned in their kids. I wonder why. I think it's probably like, if the black, look, please don't hate me or be saying that I'm just being an Uncle Tom or some type shit, but hey, this is kind of coming from experience on like certain people that I know. But I feel like the black parents that did not turn in their kids, they probably got some out of it. You know what I mean? Like if the kids just end up going back to the house with a whole bunch of shit, you know, big boxes of Swishers and fucking Gatorades up the yin yang, they come back with like 10, 30 packs and you wonder like, where the fuck did this come from? But the black parents would be like, oh, nigga, you done went out there and did this shit and you didn't bring me nothing back? You didn't bring me nothing back? Fuck that, I'm turning you in. That's just what I assume. We could say, I'm assuming that, and that's just my opinion on what I think the black parents has been doing, because no black kids have been turned in by their parents. And I know damn well there's more than just black kids out there doing this. Exactly. I know I would have got my ass beat with a switch, motherfucker, extension cord, or a curtain rod. I don't know if y'all remember those kind of beatings now, but I've been through those. And again, that's why jail was never for me as a kid. I went to jail. Well, I told y'all about the time when I went to jail. I went to jail 3 times, and all those times add up to about 6 to 8 hours. Because a nigga like me ain't made for jail. Somebody else said that in the chat, like, yeah, I would not last with those monsters in jail. I feel you. I was barely lasting during just booking, putting my fingers on the shit. Like, man, like, you gonna break my finger, man. What the fuck you doing? And then you're walking into the cell, you see a bunch of dudes and shit. And in your mind, you're like, damn, all these niggas done committed crimes. I'm just in here for a warrant because I didn't go to court. That's my brother. But yeah, so just a leather belt. Yeah, I had the leather belt too. The leather belt came from when my granddad started working security, and they gave him the belt. He's like, yeah, boy, you know what? Go get my big leather belt. Go get my big leather belt. God damn it, I told y'all about doing this shit in this house. I remember those days, man. Thank God. Thank God. I never really got whooped that much though. I'll say I probably got whooped, like I said, 5 times tops my whole life. But my brothers and them sitting there watching it like, shit, nigga, I'm glad I don't do nothing bad no more. Fuck that. Fuck that. So, some more stuff to do with kids right here. This next video is about kids football. But luckily, the kids are not involved in it. It's the parents. I think it was the parent. One of the parents got smoked. Let me see. Fuck, I'm going to pull it up for y'all. Y'all can read this shit too. But it was at a high school football game in St. John Bosco. Your mom's Jamaican too. I'm trying my best to respond to some of the chats, man, but I'm trying to get through these videos and, you know, get my little 2-piece special on it and move it along. What's up with the Terror? The wooden spoon? I never got that, but we did have it in the house. I never got that, Dominique. I never had that. We would get our ass whooped on the way to school. I remember one time my brother got whooped because my grandma, like, she used to she used to grease us up with Vaseline, right? I hated putting Vaseline on because, for one, it made me extra greasy and shiny and shit like that. And then the kids at school was always talking about me like, oh, you greasy monkey, you greasy monkey. You know, not being racist and shit, because it was black people saying it, you know, but they were like, oh, you greasy monkey, all this other extra shit. So we started trying to like shy away from the Vaseline. And then like one day my grandma was putting extra Vaseline on my brother's face and he was getting mad. He got an attitude. And she beat the dog shit out of him in the truck before we got out to go to school, bruh. You better fix your face right now before you get out of here, goddammit. I swear to God, I remember them days, bro. I remember those days. But let's jump into this next video right here. I was ready to slide punches, man. Nah, that Vaseline was just that shit. The Blue Magic hair grease, man, come on now. Come on.
And developing tonight, frightened parents shielding their kids from bullets as shots are fired outside St. John Bosco High School in Bellflower. A man who was there to see his son play football was killed in a parking lot right next to the school stadium.
John Fanolio reports now from Bellflower, where a search for that shooter is now underway.
Good evening, everyone. A kids' football game was just about to start when shots rang out here in the parking lot outside St. John Bosco High School. While a motive remains unclear, investigators say the victim may have been targeted. You can see the bullet holes sprayed across the front windshield of this white Audi parked in front of St. John Bosco High School.
That is sad that somebody had to die.
Luis Rios says his grandson was warming up for his youth football game when they heard the gunfire. Parents grabbed their children to shield them from the danger.
Two individuals arguing, and one of them brought a gun.
LA County Sheriff's homicide investigators say when deputies arrived, they found a man in the driver's seat bleeding profusely. A female passenger next to him was unharmed.
The victim and his passenger had just pulled into the parking lot. The victim does have a child that I believe plays Pop Warner, and he was coming to see his game here at the school.
Investigators say just after 8 this morning, two suspects in a small light-colored sedan pulled up next to the victim, who was parked in front of the school located on the 13,000 block of Bellflower Boulevard. One of them got out and opened fire before speeding away. The shooter, described only as a black guy wearing a dark hoodie and gray sweatpants. Paramedics rushed the victim to a local hospital where he later died. A motive remains unclear, but detectives say the victim may have been targeted.
It appears to be, but we have no information that it is.
And that the victim was in a stolen car at the time of the shooting.
Victim's car? Yes.
Witnesses say the victim's young son was not injured and was on the field when his father was killed. Families stunned by the senseless violence.
Why bring guns to a children's game? I do not understand that.
Again, authorities are on the hunt for two suspects, the shooter and getaway driver. They were last seen speeding away in a white sedan. That suspect description, the shooter, very limited, described only as a black guy wearing a dark hoodie and gray sweatpants. Anyone with information about this shooting is urged to contact the LA County Sheriff's Department. In Bellflower, I'm John Fanolio, KTLA 5 News.
What a vague description. All we know is the black guy, he had got on gray sweats and shit in a goddamn hoodie. That's a lot of niggas in the world that are black, gray sweats, and a damn hoodie on. Can we get some more than that? Did he have braids, dreads, a fucking hair fade? Like, can we get something? Yeah, exactly, Tim. They gonna really just name him as a fucking usual suspect. Like, come on, bruh. You can't do that. People were probably out there looking at everybody with gray sweats and that was black. Like, oh, he probably took his sweater off. He probably took off his sweater, bro. Look at the gray sweats. And he's black. Not knowing that a lot of fucking black dudes like to try to wear gray sweats to try to impress girls and shit. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. Y'all gotta have something more than that. But that ain't even the kicker of the story. I'm a little confused because it said St. John Bosco High School, But they said that the dude was there, his son played Pop Warner. Now, maybe I don't understand. I thought Pop Warner was like little kids. And high school football is high school football. So a little confusion on that part. And then they said that the mother lover that got shot and killed was in a stolen car. So you stole somebody's car to go see your son play football. So we gotta go back real quick. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go back real quick because what if he stole a car? Because they said he was like targeted in a way. What if they followed him because he just came from stealing a car? So there's a lot of other questions that need to be answered about this story if you ask me. Your fifth grader plays at a high school. Well, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. See, that's just my little, what they call that shit, when you don't read shit right. I get what you're saying now, Rick. So basically, I'm reading or I'm comprehending the title of the video wrong. That's what I'm doing. They was at the high school. Because I do know the Pop Warners, they play at a high school. You know what I'm saying? I do know that much. But I was just confused. I thought they was at a high school football game. And then they said that he was there to watch his Pop Warner son. You know, I got confused on that part. So my fuck up. But anyway it goes, it's still a crazy story because the nigga that got shot and killed was in the stolen car. So whose car was that? Did he take it from his baby mama, you know what I'm saying, and left her at home? Said, you ain't coming to the game with me. I got other baby mamas up here I'm trying to holler at. And then her new baby daddy, she called him and said, hey, man, that nigga Johnny Buns just took my car and said he going up to the football game, go meet his ass up there and take Ray Ray with you. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of thinking right there, Jimmy. Like, the stolen car probably owned by the shooter, you know, but why didn't they take him out of the car after they shot him and just take the car back with him? I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. That's a weird story if you ask me. That story is weird. But let's jump into this next one. Oh, yeah, my brother almost here. So let's jump into this next one real quick. Like I mentioned yesterday, P. Diddy mama them finally came out and started talking. She out here starting to talk, bro. But the shit that she said, I'm just like, are you serious, lady? Are you fucking serious right now? What's up, Taco? How dare you get mad at everybody else for sitting here calling your son a monster? So, I'm going to read some of this shit. Oh, wow. I ain't going to be able to see that shit good from here. Hold on. I'm going to read what I can see because I really can't see shit. I should have left it up. Oh, actually, I can. Well, I mean, I did. Like that little laughing meme I be putting sometimes. So let's dip into this article. Diddy's mom, Janice Combs, has issued her first statement about his legal woes. Janice is breaking her silence amid her son's piling lawsuits, which began with ex-girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura, suing him in November of 2023. Meanwhile, Sean Combs is still sitting behind bars, where he should be, in Brooklyn, New York, on felony charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Y'all still with me so far? So let's read down here in this statement. Because her statement, she gave it to local news, which was yesterday. I come to you today. This is the words of Diddy's mom. Quote, I come to you today as another that is I think they probably meant mother. That is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son, Sean Combs. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies. To bear witness to what seems like a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court, to finally share his side and to prove his innocence. Prove what innocence, lady? What the fuck are you talking about? But what, I mean, exactly, what is she going to say about the tapes? So the statement continued. She said, Sean is not perfect. The mother of that acknowledged that he lied about domestic violence, in particular, his assault on Cassie in 2016 in a hotel hallway. Yeah, he lied about that. You think he lied about nothing else, Heifer? I'm going to skip down to something else. I got another part of this. I can show it to y'all so you can follow with me. So we got that part right there now. Oh, let me unlock the door real fast. Hold on, y'all. So, to continue further on down, it's open. So, quote what his mama said, sometimes the truth and a lie become so closely intertwined that it becomes terrifying to omit one part of the story, especially when that truth is outside the norm or is too complicated to be believed. Heifer, there's no complications to believe in anything that this nigga done did. He is a monster. I don't give a fuck he is your son, lady. He's a monster. The mom said her famous son, how about your incarcerated son, is not a monster. Let's see what else I got on this article. So she made more statements. Watching the world. Okay, y'all can see that part too. Watching the world make jokes and laugh at my son's life crumbling before our eyes is something I can never forget. It is truly agonizing to watch the world turn against my son so quickly and easily over lies and misconceptions without ever hearing his side or affording him the opportunity to present his side. You know what? I'm over this article. I'm over it because this is bullshit. This is straight bullshit, bro. Look, I know it's your son, lady. I know it's your son, but come on. The tapes is not going to lie. The tapes are not going to lie. Cassidy already came out. You say, oh, yeah, it was fucked up that he lied about that situation. So you mean to tell me that you don't think he lied to you about nothing else? And you got these people coming out with tapes, and they not only just attacking your son, fuck him, buff mouth ass nigga, like they are going after everybody, not just buff mouth. Y'all got to understand. She needs to understand that. The mama would stand by her son to the end. That's just like when Johnny Buns and Ray get shot by the police and shit. And then they be like, oh, my son, he was a star football player. He had a son, and next week he was about to start a new job. I know right now he just robbed 10 people and shot 2 of them, you know, but my son was a star football player. We always get that from the moms or the parents, period. It's never like, yeah, you know, my son fucked up. I'm saddened by the news of what he's done, but he's going to have to deal with the repercussions for what he did. He did it on his own ass. Like I told my kids, I used to tell my brothers and them back in the days, if you go to jail for some shit that you did, don't write me, nigga, because I'm not going to write you back. You should have stayed outside where you was free, where we can always talk. We ain't got to worry about writing letters to each other. You decide to get your ass out there to do something stupid to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? Told my kids, you go ahead and be dumb. Go to juvenile hall if you want to, nigga, see if I come see you unless it's a court date. Go ahead, try it. Some people might say, man, that's too rough, man. That's too. Your kids gonna think you don't love them. No, they ain't. No, they ain't. Let them go out there and think the streets love them better than I do, and see who gonna give them a motherfucking hard lesson to learn. You said Justin Bieber knows PD. Yeah, he do. Remember that video I showed y'all? What was it, last week? My other news story when Diddy was sitting there talking about bad boy with Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber was like he was out of it. Nigga was on fentanyl, coke, and meth. Right? Diddy had him fucked up, bro. He didn't know what he was doing. He saw all these niggas around and shit like, yeah, am I black? He thought he was Koala Harris. He thought he was Koala Harris and shit, hanging around all these black people. He was like, yeah, now I'm black. Yeah, I can say nigga. Just kidding, y'all. I'm throwing dubs now. I don't think Justin Bieber said all that shit. I'm just throwing dubs. But anyways, man, that's what I'm saying about P. Diddy mama. She on some whole other bullshit. She needed to come to the realization that your son really is a fucking monster, just like everybody is talking about. That just isn't all. I'm sorry. You know, I liked some of P. Diddy's songs back then. All I'm not seeing you. When that his song, you know, everybody cried to the song. Don't say you didn't never cried when you heard it and shit. You saw a video playing, the video was sad. Or it could have been playing at somebody's funeral. You know you cried on a P. Diddy song, so stop the cap. All right, so I got one more video, man. I got one more video I'm going to go through with y'all. And then I'm going to end this live. And I may come back a little later with some more news for y'all asses. But this one, I think I should just go ahead and just play it anyway, since it's getting ready to make landfall. I think this is the hurricane. There's been so many hurricanes, bro, but apparently there's another hurricane getting ready to hit land out there in Florida, some goddamn where. Magic Johnson just endorsed Koala? No, he didn't. Not to my Magic with the AIDS or Magic before the AIDS. Which one? Which one endorsed her? That's stupid, bro. Ah, shit. You soggy bollocks. What's up, Kathy? What the hell are you talking about? Kathy be coming. She be tripping me out. She said something about somebody was a poo jabber. Fruitcake. Oh, man. So, yeah, let me go ahead and play this next video for y'all, man, so I can get up out of here, man. I don't want to hold y'all too long, you feel me? But if you out there in Florida, you got to deal with these hurricanes, all praises and prayers sent to y'all. Just be careful and don't take this shit like we did out here in California that time. People got mad at me when I was outside in the alleged California hurricane. They were like, yeah, you're going to be hanging from a tree crying on the news and you keep playing around with it. I'm like, oh, that kind of sounds like a racist joke right there. Like I'm hanging from a tree and shit. Like, okay, that's what you want to see. But anyways, let's jump to this.
Still cleaning up from Hurricane Helene and are now preparing for landfall from a powerful Hurricane Milton. Local 10's Andrew Perez is joining us live from Tampa with all of the latest going on out there. And what have you been seeing, Andrew? A lot of people preparing this afternoon?
Yeah, the one thing you can see as you get into Tampa right away is that there are two kind of different storylines at play here right now. There are people still cleaning up from Hurricane Helene, and then there's what's going on out here, which is people coming out and buying hurricane supplies all over again. So you've got cleanup and preparations happening at the same time.
It seems like another week, another hurricane.
Milton churning in the Gulf and expected to intensify. The storm projected to make landfall near the Tampa area Wednesday with 120-mile-per-hour winds.
If you're on the west coast of the Florida Peninsula, you could potentially have major impacts from this storm.
A state of emergency declared in 51 of the 67 counties in Florida, and officials are urging residents to make safety plans now and not wait. Storm surge warnings have been issued for areas still cleaning up from Hurricane Helene that hit Florida days ago.
It's going to have wind. It can kill you. It's going to have water. It can kill you. So I hope everybody right now starts thinking about what in the living daylights are you going to do?
You cannot wait and see.
Hurricane Helene slammed into Florida's Big Bend region as a major Category 4 hurricane, creating a 500-mile path of destruction across several states already. And some in Milton's path are still without power and cleaning up damage. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis deploying the National Guard to help assist with debris removal that could cause more damage from forecasted winds.
I'd urge Floridians to take this storm very seriously.
Residents on the move again in Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Pasco counties preparing for Milton's landfall, trying to get the debris out ahead of this potentially historic storm. And the city leaders in several cities, including St. Petersburg, for instance, they've brought in dozens and dozens of dump trucks today to try and expedite some of that debris cleanup ahead of Milton.
Bro, why is this nigga up there reporting with a goddamn AirPod in his ear? I don't understand. I know they probably, I don't know. I think that's unprofessional if you ask me to be sitting up there with an AirPod in your fucking eardrum, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might be on the phone and shit at the same time. Like, hold on, babe. Yeah, I'm reporting live out here at Port 5. We got a goddamn hurricane coming in. Babe, shut up. But, Taco, be careful, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be careful out there. Don't take this shit lightly because Florida, y'all known for getting fucked up with these hurricanes. It ain't like the time when they said, oh, California finna have a hurricane. You know, we was out here fucking around, bro. It ain't the same. Y'all motherfuckers get them. Now, if they was to say some shit like, yeah, California, get ready. We're going to have a 9.5 earthquake. It's time to prepare for some shit. But hurricanes, we ain't too much worried about those, bro. And then, so just be careful. To move on to the next part, because I said I was going to tap in about the Dodgers game last night, even though I don't like the Dodgers and shit. But, bruh, y'all fans was tripping last night. Just because y'all got y'all ass whooped. All right, Richie, have a good one, brother. Because y'all got y'all ass whooped, I think they lost like 10-2 or some shit like that. So the fans got to throwing shit on the field, bottles and trash and shit, hitting the players. What kind of shit is this? Now, I'm a Raider fan, and y'all saw what happened to us yesterday. But I'd be damned if I was finna pull a hole in my TV because they got their ass whooped. So y'all I heard one of the fans got escorted out of goddamn the stadium. So pretty sure if you had season tickets, you better sell them because you ain't gonna be able to go back. Just saying, folks. But anyways, I am going to go ahead and get my ass off of here. I appreciate all y'all that stuck around and listened to this little news I have for y'all. I do got another one that I did want to talk about with y'all, but the video is 9 minutes, so I'm not going to do that right now. But it's about James Evans. We know James Evans died, right? They told us like last week that he died, but there's a twist to the story, bro. There's a whole big ass like a good twist to that story. And when I saw it, I was all like, oh yeah, I stopped it halfway. Because when I do my news story with y'all, I like to kind of be just now in the know with y'all, unless it's like some other people that probably already just search the internet all fucking day. But yeah, with James Evans, man, it's a twist in his death. Like the family is coming out now speaking. They saying that it's suspicious the way he died. You know what I'm saying? They doing an investigation into his death because they think it was some kind of foul play that happened. Because before he died, allegedly, he was trying to leave the hospital, but the hospital wasn't trying to let him leave. And his son was recording the whole interaction. So stay tuned for that shit. Yeah, dog, stop it. Don't say nothing else. Say that for later on, bro. Say that for later on. But we're going to jump into that shit. That will be the first story I break when I come back later on. It might be tonight, though, so look out for it. So anyways, folks, till next time. Where my goddamn video at, man? Where my goddamn video at, man? Boogeyman? Yeah, hold on. What the fuck is this shit on drugs, bro? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm trying to get out of here, y'all, but this shit's on drugs.